up, nerds? First of all, lots of upgrades made in this department. First upgrade that you can't see is I have a phone stand now. Obvious one that you can see. A mic, but that was something I already had. I already had a mic. I have no clue if you can hear me from down there. I also have an adapter because my TV just turned off. There we go. Nice blue lighting. I have an adapter because this was meant for a computer, but also that computer has really, really, bad camera quality for various reasons. I wish I could prop this up without having to hold it. What else? So where I live, school has started. For about 2 weeks now. And I thought, you know what? It's got me in the nostalgic spirit of the shitty time that was my high school and elementary and middle school and all that schooling process. So, I'll share a few of the highlights of my schooling thing without trauma dumping. I had really shitty school time because I was bullied from kindergarten all the way throughout. So highlight of my school time. I went to two separate schools that weren't on my track. So obviously I was a COVID kid. So I had the track that was meant for me, which is called the Maroon track. So it was this elementary school I went to, which were the Cougars. Then I had the Longhorns all the way up. And in high school, I think I was either a freshman or sophomore, I don't really remember. COVID hit, and obviously, being bullied all the way through that, I was really fucking depressed. So, my parents were like, your grades are slipping, you don't have many friends, but mostly your grades are slipping, because at this point, my parents didn't really care about my mental health, they didn't really understand that. So, they're like, okay, we're gonna switch you to a different school after COVID ends. And so that lasts a year until people are like, all right, this is extensive. We need to get back to school. Just wear your fucking mask. So I go to a different school, which is now a private school, and my brother now is also going to a private school, or is planning to go to a private school. So my brother has gone to 6 different schools, and he's not even through high school yet, and he is gonna have to switch schools for high school, which is insane to me. I could not handle that. But as far as for me, I went to I already said that, I went to 2 different ones. And the school I went to was a really private school where it was one-on-one teachers. I was one-on-one with teachers, so I got really close with my teachers. And I didn't really make close friends with the people I was with, but I became a popular kid because I was queer, which didn't make sense. It was the exact opposite of public school. But I was still getting bullied because a kid from when I was in elementary school who bullied me knew my dead name, and so he was spreading that around along with spreading other people's dead names around and dead naming them and using the wrong pronouns. And obviously where I live, it's the South, that's gonna happen. But also there was that one kid who came in and just private school wrecked my life, not haha, I'm gonna punch and kick you, made up a rumor that would physically harm my life if it got out into the public. And then there's, because obviously it was true, it wasn't true. I didn't know this kid. She just hated my guts because I was guy best friends with someone, and she liked him. Whatever. So that was a highlight of my private school was great. Didn't like it, but also I was really close friends with the teachers, but not the principal. So yeah. Also in public school, I saw a fight where someone had to go to in the end, those 2 kids had to go to jail because of public nudity, because they had ripped each other's shirts off. And I don't even know what it was about, but it was oh my god, what the fuck? Anyways, it was really weird. So that was what my school life was like. I had 2 shitty teachers. One was a pedophile who ended up going to jail, and another one, her and her daughter both gave us eating disorders because of like how bad they treat us. That was a little trauma dump. It gets worse, but school life. Obviously, I had the classic nicotine everywhere and shit like that, but I had my friends, but it's over now. I'm in a better place mentally and physically. Um, but let's go through like the sports and shit that I did because I went through so many sports as a kid. The main one that I love talking about is Taekwondo because I dedicated like 5 or 4 years to that shit. I ended up getting a black belt. I got gold and silver in an Open U.S. Championship. And I didn't really like it. It was more of my brother's doing it, so I'm going to do it. Mainly because I wanted to defend myself and not like get my ass beat by my brother. Because like me and my brother don't really enjoy each other. We didn't enjoy each other's presence until like this year. Because obviously we're both in better mental states. Um, because our parents are in better mental states. That whole shazam. Um, and then before that, I did color guard. And I did color guard and Taekwondo at the same time at one point. And for those of you who don't know what color guard is, it's basically spinning, like flags and rifles and sabers. I didn't do saber, but I had fun with it. And batons. No one in my group did batons. But it's like those fun people on the field when the band is on the field. And I did that, and I consider it a sport, but also an art, because it's like, you had to know, like, shit. It was, like, really difficult. It wore me out. And we also had, like, a uniform, and, yeah, it was a real deal. And that was the sport where I had, like, the really shitty coach and teacher. And the band, and she wasn't even getting paid for this shit. Like, girl, what are you doing here? Why is your daughter teaching us? Honestly, what are you bringing to the table? Nothing. Leave. And then before that, I don't know. I don't know what was directly behind that, but I did like a lot of dance. I was really into dance, and I still am. I just don't take dance classes professionally because it just like ruins the vibe for me. Like I don't want you dictating what I dance to. I did tap, I did contemporary, I did ballet. I hated my ballet teacher. I did that when I was like 6, but I hated my ballet teacher. She would put like rubber bands on her wrist and snap it every time I got something wrong. And my mom hated her too when she found out. I did hip hop too, so did my brother. I don't know. I did, what else did I do? I can't think of any other sports that I would like really enjoy to do for a good while. Um, like I could probably find more if I did research, but those are the ones like I remember. Um, like I obviously like at some point went to the gym, and I never really enjoyed the gym. Like I enjoyed doing cardio, but like after like 10 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm over this shit. I got a bunch of new stuff. I have what I call a peanut ball, an ADHD peanut ball that I got on Amazon because saw it at my work, and that shit was so, like at work I loved it, but here it's just like, it's sticky because it's not old, because it's new, obviously, and it's just not it. I have all of the jewelry that I'm gonna buy for the Stony Yellow Triplets tour in, and that's there. I still haven't gotten my 5 mil merch. Like I have the shipping label in my inbox, but I still haven't got it. It's in like Nevada or something. I don't know, but that's there. I've been really hooked on these candies recently. They're orange slices. They're candied orange slices, but not like actual orange slices. They're like Jello. Like I don't know how to explain it. Just this shit. That's what I've been really into. What else? I've been trying to post weekly on Instagram, but I've slowly but surely stopped taking photos because it's just like I go to the same place every single day. I do the same shit every single day, and it's hard to find new things to take photos of. And it's like I don't want to take photos of the things I buy, but like I also don't want to not take photos of the things I buy. Like, it's hard to explain. I also don't want to post photos of people that I watch on the internet because my grandma looks at this shit. My best friend's mom well, my ex-best friend's mom looks at this shit. Speaking of my best friend's mom, my ex-best friend's mom, we were supposed to meet up for me to say goodbye to her so she can go to college like 2 weeks ago. Sorry for not posting last week, for those of you who give a fuck. And she was like, sorry, me and my parents are going through some shit, and I also have like so much going on. I'll get back to you. We can't just do it today. And I'm like, that's fine. I understand being in a bad mental state and not wanting to see people. Like, that's fine. Just text me and I'll come by anytime around 5. I'm there. Like, girl, whatever. I understand. We are not that much in contact. I just have known you since fucking pre-K. Fucking pre-K, bitch. And our families are basically intertwined. Your mom asked me to do this. I wasn't going to do this in the first place, but your mom asked me to do this. And, like, this bitch didn't text me back. Like, I was like, 5 o'clock, anytime after 5 o'clock. The bitch didn't text me back. And it's like, her mom wanted me to do this. Her mom said she would enjoy doing this. The bitch didn't text me back. And she's off at college now. And I'm like, okay, bitch, whatever. So, like, everyone I've been in contact with since, like, pre-K has gone off to college. Like, that core group has gone to college and has not bothered to text me. And I'm like, you fuckers. Your mother's asked me to talk to you. You realize I'm not friends with you anymore, but I come to your group meetups because of your moms. What the fuck? Anyways, going off topic from that, because that's such a, like, shitty thing to do. All the friends that I made while I was at, like, community college, I don't talk to anymore. And, like, the people I made friends with when I was, like I realized that, like, if you're not in my direct line of sight, I just drop you like a fucking fly. I also realized I have ants in my room as of recently, and that's such a problem because I love having food in my room. I love having food in my room. Am I going to stop having food in my room because there's ants? No, I'm just going to seal it out better. I have my outfit for the Versus tour planned, and I'm wearing someone else's merch to it, and I don't give a flying fuck. I don't know how long people want these videos to be, and there's only one person that I know is watching this, so I'm just going to make it like 20 minutes long, because I know they're going to watch the whole 20 minutes. I go to the same place every single day, and I've just struggled with finding new things to talk about. Like, I don't want to talk about work drama. Like, that's such a shitty thing to do. I don't want to talk about that kind of drama. So, like, do I talk about, like, Tubbo getting in the QSMP, Lorraine and the Stony Yellow Triplets new video, Dad's Black and the Sam and Colby made a video. I still haven't watched that video. I'm not in the right mental space to do that. Sam and Colby videos are so hard for me to watch because it's like, it's midnight and I'm watching this and I'm not going to go to sleep tonight. Speaking of, yesterday, I was planning on filming this because I had like, bought the stuff, or something for this. And so many things went wrong. First of all, the adapter that I bought was a fucking camera adapter, and apparently that wouldn't work. Secondly, I fell asleep at like noon. On purpose, might I add. And then I wake up to my dad calling me, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. My dad comes up, gives me my medicine, it's like, go to sleep. We were calling you down for dinner. It doesn't matter anymore. It's now 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh. And I'm still tired. I've been sleeping for 11 hours. And I'm still tired. I wake up at 10 o'clock today. 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm still groggy and tired. Like, sis, I slept for over 24 hours today. Or yesterday. I don't know. I just slept for 24 hours. And I was still tired. I was like, I have to get up and do something. If I don't, I'm just going to sleep through all of Sunday. Like, I was baffled by myself. I don't know what it caused me to have that much exertion. I had the best week of my life last week. Like, nothing went wrong. The quote-unquote difficult kid that I work with, like, the one that has, like, what we call in my field challenging behavior, because it's like climbing on tables and shit like that, wasn't doing the challenging behavior. Like, he was perfectly fine. He was sitting at his table and watching an iPad. And then the good one was his usual self. And then, so I would come home and have plenty of energy, and I would stay up till like 9 and go to sleep, like my usual routine. I was buying stuff for myself. The only difficult day I had was going to the grocery store right at rush hour. And even that day, no one was home. So I had the entire house to myself to cool off. I was like, what caused me to be that exhausted? What caused me? Maybe it was because I've been watching movies all this week, so my brain's just tired. Like, I've been watching a movie every single day today. Not every single day today? Damn. Every single day this week. With me and my online best friend. Or at least every day that we can. And we've been, like, group watching or, like, pressing play at the same time. So I don't know. It's not even like I'm going outside. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Alright. I don't have anything else to talk about, so. Alright. Bye, nerds.